then we will understand the concept that we can merge with God like water with water. Okay? And then again, Bani will say stuff like, the Guru has the power to give Amrit. And although Guru can give Bani, but they can also give us Amrit. And the same Amrit is what all the beings in the world are looking for. Yeah? This thing that we've been given from Guru Sahib, this gift, is like priceless, because it says clearly, Sur, Nar, Mun, Jan, Amrit, Kosi. So Amrit, Gurute Bhai. That actually Shiva and Brahma, Vishnu, they're looking for this Amrit. Yeah? And Guru Nanak has got the power to give the Amrit. So in fact, Bani will tell us very clearly that Guru Nanak took Amrit from God. Yeah? Bhai Jugraj, he said he had Amrit from God. So now that Amrit that Guru Nanak Ji had, he gave that Amrit to all of his Sikhs and to Pailana, who became Guru Angad. Now Guru Angad Dev Ji became the Guru, and he gives the Amrit. It's the same Amrit to now that's flowing from WhyGuru, direct. So then other terms for Guru, yeah, that comes up quite a lot. Now some of these terms we don't use as much. Some of them we do use. But it's important for us to know these, because it's like you can describe somebody 10 ways, or you can describe them 100 ways. It's better to get the 100 than just the 10. Yeah? So Bani will say, look, Devan Dev. Guru is Devan Dev. They are the Devte of the Devte. So Devte are the angelic beings, yeah? They are like supernatural. The Guru Sahib is the kind of Deva of all the Devte. So they worship him. So human beings before Guru Nanak used to worship Devi Devte, yeah? Because they didn't know about the one. But the Devi Devte now worship Guru. Now you might find, sometimes you find that a little bit strange, yeah? But if you look at the old pictures, what you will see is Guru Nanak Dev Ji looking very big, and then you see lots of Devi Devte bowing to Guru Nanak. Have you seen that? No? Look at the pictures from 600, from 400 years ago, 500 years ago. This is what people were painting. They were painting Guru Nanak being worshipped by all Devi Devte. Yeah? So Gur Jaisa Nahi Ko Dev. Jis Mastak Pag Sulaga Se. There's no Devi Devte like the Guru. That's why when you say Guru Isa, Guru Gorak, Parma Guru, Parvati Mai. Guru, they worship Guru. So Guru Nanak Dev Ji is higher than these people. Because they, for us, they are the light of God. Yeah? They are higher than those people. Those people serve God. Guru Nanak Dev Ji has actually become one. Sache Padshah. So they're the true king. Yeah? Remember, Sach means true. So we see Guru as a real king. Yeah? Like I said to our king, son, like we live in England, we've got a queen. But who's our king? And it's Guru. Guru's our true king. Yeah? He's the emperor. Now, some people see this as figuratively, but actually Guru Sahib made it real. It wasn't just a concept. If you went to see the Guru's time, Guru Sahib had a kingdom within a kingdom. Guru Hargobind Sahib Ji was running towns within the Mughal kingdom. Sri Hargobind Pur was their ilaka, even though in the wider kingdom it was a Mughal kingdom. Yeah? And also Guruji took a pretty interesting step by making the Akal Takht, yeah, which is a throne of God. Now, who sat there? Guruji. So they knew who they were. They were Ikababa Akal Roop. They were the four of Akal Purkh. Yeah? And they sat on the Akal Takht quite happily, ruling in God's name, or ruling as God. You know, they are a true king. They ran kingdoms. They set up cities. They made cities like Kartarpur, Amritsar, Taran. These are all cities that our gurus made. So they did behave like kings as well. It wasn't just a theory. They are actually Sache Padshah. Yeah? Okay, master. Previously we said that Guruji, that WhyGuru is Sache Padshah. Yeah? But Sache Sahib. But Guru is also our Guru Sahib. He is a reflection of WhyGuru in the same way. He is also our master. Just as Sikh submits to WhyGuru, as Sikh submits to Guru in the same way. Guru is our master. Yeah? And then, why is he also got the masters? Because the master only gives you a command. Yeah? So yesterday we were talking in Sukh Sagar Gurdwara, and the katha was, what is Hukum Rajai Chalna? Nanak Likhya Na. So one meaning of Hukum Rajai Chalna, people say, is walk in the will of God. But the next bit gives you a clue. Nanak Likhya Na. What Nanak is written. So the Guru's Hukum is also WhyGuru's Hukum. Yeah? To walk in the way of God's will is to walk in Guru's will. To follow Guru's will is to follow God's will. Because they are the same. They speak with the same authority. They speak with the same message. When Guru says Japo Naam, it's God telling Japo Naam. Bani is from God as well. He says, Guru Har Ramdas is saying very clearly, he says, Satguru ki Bani, Sat Sat Kar Jano Guru Sikh. Har Karta, Aap Moh Kata. God Himself is saying these words. The Guru's Bani is a truth upon the truth, or seek, accept it as a truth. How could he make it any more clear than this? Yeah? It's revelation. Guru is speaking with God's authority on this earth. So Guru's hukum is God's hukum. So the other one, Avatar of Kali Yuga. Yeah? Most of the Sikhs in those days, back in the day, saw Guruji as the solution to Kali Yuga. They saw the problem, Kali Yuga. Solution, Guru Nanak. They didn't have any kind of doubts about who he was and what he represented. Nowadays we always reduce him to a teacher. Guru Sahib was never seen as a teacher by the Sikhs. And Asadiwa tells us very clearly something even Satgur vich aap rakhyon kar pargat aag sunaya. He says that WhyGuru has placed himself in Guru. And this thing is pargat, kar pargat aag sunaya. It's visible and it's told to everybody. Sunaya. That means that if you went to the court of Guru Angad Dev Ji or Guru Ramdas Ji or Guru Arjan Dev Ji back in those days, 400 years ago, they wouldn't say to you, that's our teacher. They would say to you, God has come as Guru. This is God here. So our current conception of Guru is very low as to how the Sikhs in the old days you see them. They saw them as this is the truth here incarnate. That's why you see the Pats. You know, when the poets in Guru Sahib period, they're saying clearly, Pal Mathura, Kach Ped Nahi, Guru Arjan Partakhar. Guru Arjan is God, visible God. God is Nirankar, but the Akar Roop is here. Sargun Roop is Guru. Yeah? So, I'm going to go through that in a minute. What it means to have three forms of Guru. Yeah? Now, also we see that they are the Dayanid. Yeah? The Guru, as God is compassionate, so is Guru compassionate. Satguru Dayanid. That they are the ocean of compassion. Yeah? And that actually they are the strength of those that have no strength. So Guru Sahib has come with a mission of Dharma, but they are actually very compassionate and loving as well. Just like God is without fear, without hate, so Guru Sahib is without fear, without hate. And then the other one, again, reflecting the idea of moon. So Guru is the moon. WhyGuru is the sun. Guru is the moon that reflects the sun. You know? And this concept is very important now. Okay, when you say to somebody, why is Guru the moon? They look at you like a little bit blank. And if you're lucky, you get the answer, because the moon reflects the sun. So WhyGuru is the sun they reflect. But there's another reason why Guru Sahib is the moon. Because you know the moon, it comes up at night. It doesn't come up in the day. Yeah? So Kal Yug is the night. And in Kal Yug, the moon has come up. And this is exactly what Bani says very clearly. It says, Kud Amavas Vardya. And Kal Yug is described as a dark, moonless night. Because Amavas is that kind of moon, which is a moonless night, where there's no moon at all. So they say this Kal Yug is like a Kud, dark, which is falsehood, a falsehood-orientated dark night, all over the world. And then in that dark night of falsehood, up came the moon. Guru Nanak. Chand Chadaya. Miti Tund, Jaga Chanan Hoya, Chand Chadaya. So there's two reasons why they're the moon. They reflect the sun, but because it's Kal Yug, that's their job, to bring light in Kal Yug. Okay. And then the light of God, again the same idea of light. Bani will say very clearly, Je so chanda ugve suru chade hajar, ete chanan hondya gurbin kor anda. There was 100 moons and 1,000 suns. Even then, without Guru, complete darkness. So it's spiritual light. It's not physical light, it's spiritual light. For us, light is basically being able to see our light inside. Now, you know like that we talked earlier about the God being the ocean, we being like the glass of water at the ocean. Yeah? Now, the glass separates from the water ocean. Yeah? But Guru Sahib, if we take another analogy of the light, like I said, there's a window here. If on the other side of the window is the sun, but on this side it's all dark, the window is full of dirt. Yeah? You can't see out. The sun is there, but you can't see it because it's filthy. Now if you start cleaning that window, for us, the light starts shining in. But Guru Sahib is that pure glass, completely see-through. It's like when somebody walks into a door. You know, it's not very common with no big patio doors for gardeners walking bang. Yeah? Guru Sahib is literally like that glass door. You can see straight through them to God. There's no little bit of homme, no little bit of dirt. Guru is Niranjan. They are Niranjan just like WhyGuru is Niranjan. They are totally pure. They reflect totally the light of Guru, of WhyGuru. Okay, complete. Now, a lot of people, for example, there's a video on our channel called Response to Christian Missionaries. What happened is, they saw the quotes in Bani that says that Nanak, hum papi nirgun. Mala says hum papi nirgun. Now, they saw what Guru Sahib is saying, that he's a sinner, right, and he has got no good qualities. So Jesus is perfect, and Guru Nanak says he is imperfect. So obviously Jesus is better than Guru Nanak. This is what the argument was. You can see why they would just pick and choose like bits to kind of convince people, because their dharam is all based upon converting people to their religion. It's not about bringing righteousness on the planet. It's just about converting people. It's a numbers game, yeah. Because they don't actually care too much about the planet. You know, they expect that at some point there's going to be Judgment Day. It's all going to be killed, and no one will survive. The world doesn't matter. It's a very nihilistic view of the world, actually, Christianity. And we accept the earth as a mother, and we want to make this world better and bring Satjug here. They want to just destroy it all and go to heaven. Yeah? So what they said is Guru Sahib is a sinner. But that doesn't make any sense. Bani is made for us to read, yeah? Bani is not for Guru to read. We're reading Bani, right? So when we say Hum Papi Nirgun, Guru Sahib is giving us the words to say. He's saying, you say you are a Papi Nirgun. Guru Sahib is totally perfect. Yeah? And it says very clearly, Pura Guru. Mera Gur Pura. Satgur Mera Pura. Guru is perfect. Yeah? So for us, just like we said earlier, ki Apulan Andar Sabako, Apul Guru Kartar, that means everybody can make mistakes, but not our Guru and not God. Yeah? So Guru is perfect for us. So we look in their history, like some people from some people don't understand this. They think actually, Guru Sahib was a normal human being, you know, and they were human. They physically lived as a human being. Yeah, they ate, they drank, all that kind of stuff. But Guru Sahib is perfect. He's not like a normal human being in that way. They couldn't make a mistake. None of our Gurus ever made a mistake. Yeah? Whatever they did it for a reason. This is the view that we have to understand our Guru. So when Guru Sahib does something, and we don't understand it, the lens we have to apply is, it must have been for the right reason. So what was the reason? Rather than question our Guru, a Sikh's job is to accept that part and try to work out why and learn from it. Because Guru Sahib is always teaching. But some people did a crazy thing of pointing a finger at the Guru and saying, oh, they must be wrong. Or maybe they messed up there. They made a mistake. It doesn't work that way. They are pura. And when I say complete, pura means complete. One of the reasons why we say pura is because their message was complete. There's nothing missing. Politically, they gave a great message. Spiritually, they gave a great message. Morally, they gave a great message. Their teaching applies in all spheres of life. But it's even so perfect, they didn't codify everything. Yeah? Some people that are Muslims now in England, because you don't have that problem here, but Muslims trying to convert people in the UK all the time. One of the things they say is, well, you haven't got a Sharia law. You haven't got a rule for every single eventuality, so your Guru is not perfect. You see, perfection doesn't mean giving a rule for every single eventuality. Because at one point, human beings will be living off the earth. Yeah? True, at some point, human beings will be living on other planets. Yeah? Where do they bow to Mecca then? Which way do they bow to Mecca? Mecca's on that direction. Doesn't make any sense, does it? So Sikhi is perfect because it actually allows you to develop the character of the person and not necessarily give you the rule book to follow. We're not a rule-based religion. Yeah? We're an ethic, character-based religion. Two people could do the same thing. One person doesn't do it with love. Other person does it with love. This isn't Asa Diwan. Yeah? That apradi dunaneve. That, you know, we have people that bow to somebody. Yeah? But there's people that are hunters. The hunter bows down really low to shoot his arrow, so he can't be seen. But really, he's not really bowing. He's not doing it out of love. So for us, it's andro and then balo. Whereas nowadays, it's become too much about, some people sometimes focus too much on the outside and not enough on developing that inner character. But Sikhi is all about that inner character that reflects Guru, yeah, and works with Guru's hukum. So, okay, and then teacher. A lot of people use this now. It's a word for teacher. Yeah? People say, Guru's my teacher. Well, I have a question for people. Sometimes I say, look, you say Guru's a teacher. I say, Hanji. You say that the Sikh is a student. Yeah? And then we said that the Gurdwara is a school, yeah? So where's the classes? Every school has classes, right? And our Bhai they all knows about schools. Imagine if you went to a school, all day long they had assembly. That's it, one person in the front teaching everybody. Does that sound familiar? Sounds like a Gurdwara, doesn't it? One person in the front teaching everybody. So actually, we're messing up Gurdwara because we've got no classes. Yeah? There's no syllabus, there's nothing we can join at the beginning and finish at the end. What we've got is just assembly all day long. And not small classroom sizes, massive classroom sizes. Most Gurdwara now, I'm not taking the example of Harmandir Sahib. Harmandir Sahib, small Gurdwara, and all around Harmandir Sahib there was classes going on. Yeah? All those little bungas, those rooms now, the Akhand Path rooms, there used to be classes. What we've got now is let's build the biggest Gurdwara ever, with the biggest hall ever, and let's stuff as many people as we can inside. Yeah? So actually you're just going against Sikhi by doing that. So, but although Maharaj is a teacher though, he is a teacher. Yeah? He's meant to teach us something. So he is very much a teacher, but he's much bigger than a normal teacher. Because we don't bow to our teachers, we don't beg them for kirpa. We just say, teach me what you know. Thanks very much. Yeah? But we're not with Guru. Yeah? He's our king and our enlightener as well. But Guru is Gyan. Now when Guru is Gyan, then we have to vichar that Gyan. We have to contemplate and discuss that Gyan. Like what we're doing now, this is what Guru Sahib wanted. Guru Sahib wanted people to come together and discuss Bani in this way. You understand what we're not like what I'm doing is the purpose Guru Sahib wanted, but this concept of what we're doing here is what we need to do. Yeah? Okay. Now another way of understanding Guru is a guide. Guru is like a guide, yeah. You know when you have like a path to walk, like a long, journey. You know we are nowadays we're like if you got GPS, yeah, right? But even this analogy now, this video on our channel called GPS analogy of Sikhi. Guru Sahib is a bit like the GPS on this long journey, yeah? Because the GPS, it knows where it is, yeah? We won't know where we are. But Guru Sahib knows the system, he knows the map. And with the GPS, it tells you if you go off. As soon as you go off the road, it recalculates how to you to get back onto the road. Yeah? And Bani is a bit like that. Bani is always trying to guide us back to the path, back on the path. And actually, Sikhi is the word Pant. Pant means path. We don't understand, sometimes we think Pant means a community. It doesn't. The word Pant specifically means a path. Yeah? So we are walking this path. And that's why it says Guru Sikh meet Chalo Guru Chali. All Guru Sikhs, all friends of the Guru, and Sikhs of the Guru walk upon this path. And what is that path? Jo Guru Kahe, Soi Paramanyam. Har Har Katha Nirali. So when it says Hukum Rajai Chalana, it's actually walk in the will of the Guru, of the path that Guru is showing you. Chal. One meaning of chalna can mean that, so chalana, like Punjabi is na, it's like a little go on do it. Chalana. Maharaj is saying chalana, fir chal, go walk along in the hukum of Guru. So he is a path. And that's why Maharaj says, Yet Marag Chaliye Paire, Guru Kahe Sokar Kamaishu. To walk on this path, whatever Guru says, then earn that, which is Shabad basically. Guru Sahib says, Naam Japo. So do that. Bani Pado. So do that. Homemade killer. Like Guru Sahib, yeah? He's like this Rambo kind of thing with a big gun on his back, yeah? And he shoots out bullets of Naam. Right? And those bullets of Naam, they kill ego. Yeah? And many times we get a slap in our life, as Guru Sahib firing a bullet of Naam at us, yeah? Trying to destroy our ego. He is homemade killer, and that's actually this glass that we had. You imagine that we said earlier, you're like a ball of water with a glass around it, and it's inside the ocean. All around it is the ocean. WhyGuru is not separate. It's all around us right now. So we just imagine for ourselves for a second like this big ball. Guru Sahib fires a bullet, and it bursts that glass, and then what's outside and what's inside merge. So that's what we see him as a homemade killer. So we give him our ego, and he solves the problem for us. And the bullet is a shabad. If you translate the bullet, the shabad is a bullet. That's why homemade deen rog hai, daru bhi ismahi, kirpa kare je apni tat Guru ka shabad kamaye. Guru shabad is the solution to all of this.